Going. Hey guys, it's been a couple of weeks since the last video, and I've just been working on actually a new framework. I started Warp Framework 3D, so that's cool. We'll have some 3D games as well. Um, so this is the state of the Christmas is Coming game that we've been working on. I had a bit of a group chat with some friends on Discord, asking them for ideas and stuff when I showed them the game, and they suggested having this shop, which I think is pretty cool. Um, so what we have now, previously in the game, if we just launch into a map here, um, so we've got these like special items up here, which you can just deploy, and these will be unlocked based on the map. So initially, map 1, you'll just have probably like these 2 tools. Map 3, you might unlock these tools as well. And as you progress through the maps, you get more of these tools available. Now down here are towers, and this is going to work slightly differently. So when you kill some mobs, you have a chance to drop a gem. Also, when you break different stone, you have a chance of dropping a gem. So it originally was just one diamond picture. Now there's a bunch, and I'll just drag this up and show you guys. So down here, it shows you how many gems you have and how much trash you have. Now, gems will be used if we go back to our main menu. Those items didn't get closed, but that's fine. Just ignore that. We'll pick them up. So in the shop here, I've actually got all these unlocked already, just for demonstration, but there's a button here before you have it unlocked that you have to click to unlock this tower. I could actually just show you very quickly. If we just go to our player profile, no, Christmas tower profile, right? And then if we set this to be locked by, if we can spell true, there we go. Okay, so now when we go back to our shop, you can see here to get this tower costs 1 gem, which we have 100 of because I'm on the test profile. So we could unlock this. Here's an example. So for this locked one, we cannot use any of these upgrades and we can't apply cards to it. But on this unlocked tower, we can, you can also look at the different size because there's different size towers obviously, so large does more damage than a small. Now that this is unlocked, we can apply a modifier. So this cost, down here it tells you the cost of doing any transaction, so 104, and each time you increase it, it becomes more expensive. And this basically just works as a percentage modifier, so it will be, every time you click it, it'll be 1% stronger than it was before. And then this will be applied to all of the towers in your game. So when you, let's say you spend a lot of money upgrading the damage on this particular tower, now in your next run, whenever you build one of those towers, it will have a higher damage output, which is kind of cool. And then the other thing is cards. So whenever you kill specific mob types, like presents, or when you finish a map, I think there'll be a chance as well, you have an opportunity to drop a card into the game, which you can collect, and that will come here to your, this is sort of like a library pool of all the cards that you have, and then those cards can be applied onto towers that you have unlocked. So if I were to say put critical card on this tower, this would now do double damage against all baubles. So this damage here would be 266 for a small against a bauble, which is pretty good. You can apply up to 5 cards per tower, and the cards are permanently fixed, so you can't remove them. I will later have a card that's like the mind wipe card or something, where you can put that card on and it will remove all the cards, but you can't just drag them off once you've applied them. And the reason is because of some cards, like this card here, Accountant, which makes the shop upgrades cheaper. It doesn't actually apply it at the moment, as you can see this is the same price, but if we allowed people to remove this card, what they could do is put it on this tower, get cheap upgrades, take it off this tower, unlock the next tower, then put their Accountant card on here and upgrade it. So they could basically just get cheap upgrades on every tower with one card, which is why cards have to be non-removable. Alternatively, we could just make it that some cards, like the Accountant card, is permanent, whereas other cards are not. Like, I don't see it mattering if you want to remove this. that's just a little interesting quirk. Maybe you guys have some ideas about how that should work. Let me know in the comments. And then down here, finally, you can also just sell gems. So if you need some more trash and you got a surplus of gems, you can sell gems. I forgot to say that this is, sorry, on this side, will cost trash to apply your upgrades, as you can see. And then over here, it costs gems to apply cards. So down the bottom there, that says -3. If we apply that, now it says -4 to apply the next card. And then here you can see it's just -1, -2, -3. So it goes up every card you apply, and it costs you more gems to apply more cards. Right, so that's the shop. In the actual game, I've added a lot more enemies. We'll quickly go back and turn our towers on, so we have access to all our towers again, without unlocking everything. Right, so in our map, we'll just start the wave. So I've added projectiles. I don't think that was in last time. We also have, like, you'll see the sort of particles when things hit. We also have different kinds of towers now. So we've got this little fireball tower that shoots fireballs. I might need to make the range a bit bigger here. Seems like they're not quite ranging it. We also have this. This is sort of like a. I'll show you how it works. Ideally, you want to have a situation like this. Like if he were here, and then we block off this path like that. Oops. Like this. So you want to make all these guys go around, and then it has a slow effect, but it will hit everything that's around it whenever it fires. So ideally you could like build a big snaky path, and then at each sort of snaking bend, you chuck one of these on the corner, and it has like a massive area of effect. We also added these like Econo towers, which was another idea of a friend. So we can these are the only item that you can build on Bedrock. They're little like gem mines. And we could just build them anywhere on Bedrock, basically. They're very expensive, so you guys can probably see my trash. Fix this a little bit. Is like -200,000. So obviously you wouldn't be able to just like build all these gem mines like that. And you'll see why in a minute. So they have a randomized cooldown, and when they get to 0, they have a chance of either dropping in some coal, I think is the most likely thing that they will drop. Excuse me. They can also drop different gems. What else have we got? So we added these candy canes in, right? And these are cool. So if you put spikes down... Oh, I don't have enough trash. Okay, well, I'll just tell you how it works. If I put spikes around one of these flamey towers... well, the spikes do damage to begin with. But if a candy cane gets, like... killed by this tower over a spike, it will melt it onto the spike and become candy spikes, which are like sticky as well as damaging. So then when enemies come up to the candied spikes, they're like getting stuck on them, and it gives you your towers an extra chance to hit them. So like these guys, the stars are very fast, so you'd probably want to have either barbed wire set up to slow them down, or have like lots of candy spikes. But the only way to get the candy spikes is with using this and melting the candy canes. So it's a little bit harder. And this is why you can't, they're expensive. Because once you get gem mines, they pretty much just give you free cash. All this coal we can collect and we get money each time. And then, oh, there's a ruby. That's a nice gem. We get different, every now and again we get a gem, which goes into our gem pool, which can either be more trash or used to apply cards, like we said. You guys might have just seen there as well. So we now have mobs within mobs. So like when a Christmas tree dies, it will drop baubles, stars, and presents. And then if a present dies, it can drop like gingerbreads and different biscuits. Also, when a present pops, I think I said there's opportunity for a card to be created. Wow, we got a ton of gems from that one. So I'll just quickly show you guys what the cards look like, and I think that'll be the last thing for the day. all of that needs to get closed when we close a map. So if I just quickly change our present type to drop cards, like let's just say now 99 out of 100 will drop a card instead of 1 in 50. Play. I'm just going to start a bunch of waves because I can't remember when the presents come. I think it's like wave 5 or 6 or something. You might get to see some come out of these trees anyway. Yeah, we'll definitely get some cards here. There we go. And then you can pick that up, and now that will be in your library. We got a critical card. So obviously you won't have this many. That's like spawning a ridiculous amount. But that's how it's going to work. So we just reset that back to 99. Okay, 98. Right, well, I think that's all for this week, guys. Quite a few changes there. And yeah, I think I've set the release date for the 1st of November. I'm actually going through and setting up the Steam page a little bit today. So keep an eye out on Steam. You should be able to see the like announcement kind of page soon, hopefully. I'll probably do a video when that's up. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. And I'll hopefully have some more content soon. All right, bye.